Lit off. My hair's a sight today, I swear. I just haven't put my goop in it yet. So you'll have to just look at it the way it is. Because I'm not messing with it. I am going to get out and do my walk, however. A very gentle, slow walk. But hopefully somebody will come in and chat with me while I'm walking so I don't feel bored during the walk. Putting my shoes on now. I'm using my rocking sole shoes to take off the pressure from my back. Right now I'm wearing a pain patch, which my husband just informed me might not be covered by the Medicaid insurance that we have, so it is what it is, I guess. Okay. I don't know what this is about. Somebody tied a rope to a bell on my door. How weird is that? Okay, well, anyway, I don't know what that's about. I'll ask Matthew when I get home. He's snoozing away right now. Okay. So, hello, one person. Good morning. Oh, I'm not going to have as much pep in my step today, and I think that's fine. I think there's going to be days that are woohoo, like yesterday, and there's going to be days where I walk because I know that it's healthy for me, but not necessarily maybe the smartest thing to do. I don't know, but maybe it is. Maybe it's a good thing to do. I need to tighten these because my foot keeps slipping in them. It's still slipping in them. Let me tighten the other one too. I don't have socks on with these, so maybe that's why. I don't know. And there's Mimi following me behind like she does. See? And now she's ahead. Hey, good morning, Vigilum. Good morning, Sweet Wheat. Mimi's leading the way. You gonna lead me, Meech, or are you gonna end up behind me? Because I'm not slowing down that much, girl. How are you all doing? What's new? I just know I gotta walk my 20, 30 minutes or I just feel like something's missing from my day. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good, Sweet Wheat. How did your vacation go? I never talked to you after you told me you were taking a trip somewhere, and that was a long time ago. You were driving somewhere or flying somewhere with your hubby, I guess. And I never touched base with you after that. Hope it was nice. The only trip I'm taking anytime soon, hopefully, is the laundromat. Because I need clothes. I'm glad it went well. That's awesome. Good to hear that. Ooh, Alaska. Cool. Is that where you went, to Alaska? I think it was where you went, actually. What's it like in Alaska? Did you see any caribou wandering the street? They say the caribou and I think the moose or something wander the streets in Alaska. That's awesome. I'm glad for people that get to travel like that and like to travel. That's awesome for you. No extra mail. I thought maybe the mail might have come late or something. Well, I was at the ER at 1 in the morning, I think. 1 something. And if I go to the ER, I know they'll do the x-rays I need to have done. I don't know exactly weeks ago at work. I tripped and fell and rolled on my rib. They did an x-ray, but there was absolutely no sign of fracture or cracked rib or anything like that. He just said he thinks I bruised it really badly. And I've been taking ibuprofen, but I don't like taking ibuprofen because it ruins your liver. And I've already taken a bunch of it over the last few days, so I'm really leery about that. Here I am trying to, improve my health and protect my health and protect my longevity. I sure as heck do not want to take a bunch of ibuprofen and fill my liver with just my filtration system. Yeah. Scrapper is Vigilum's guy, so he could verify or ignore whatever. Ow, whatever. Oh, man, that hurts. All it takes is for me to move slightly the wrong way, and that rib just pulls and hurts. Not fun. I wish I was dancing down the street right now like I was yesterday, but there isn't any dancing happening this morning. And these bugs are ridiculous. I need to get myself some off or something and at least spray my clothes. I don't like spraying my skin. By the way, Vigilum, thanks for making yourself known in here this morning, since I know that you and Jeff sometimes must visit my chats in the morning, incognito. Nice to actually see the name pop up on the screen and know who is here. It's always good. Okay. Oh, I figured that, Vigilum. I know. Should I call you Vigilum or Phil? I know who you are, so I could call you Phil. It's not a big deal. I don't have any issues with you personally. People I have had issues with, I won't call them by their actual name because in the past that got taken and made into clips against me. So, okay, Phil. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know. So I watched this documentary. I think it was yesterday. I can't remember the lady's name. I thought it was Brooke something, but okay, and it's a true crime thing, sort of. She had given birth to 4 children. Y'all might know who it is. I don't know. And all 4 of these babies died at different ages, like 18 months, 20 months. Very baby ages, like not older kids or anything like that. So it was being investigated for a while, and then they put her in prison at one point. She's been in prison for 20 years. And now years later, they're finding out that there is a mutated gene that causes heart attacks in babies. Something to do with the rhythm of the heart. So recently they released her. And this was in, I believe, Australia. And they interviewed a couple other people. One lady in particular, really pretty blonde lady, who had a son. I think his name was Jack. And he died at like 2 years old from the same thing. It's a rare mutated gene in the heart. I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't further investigate it. I was going to, and then I don't remember. I had to do something around the house. And I don't always dig that deeply into things. I just found that very interesting that, in the case of something where someone spent 20 years in prison, that it was a mutated gene. And the reason why is because 20 years ago, they had no way to find that stuff out. They didn't have the scholarly scientists. There was like 30 scientists from literally around the world, different countries. I think it was like 6 different countries. And they got together and they all investigated this gene and talked to other people whose kids had died from it. But yeah, it was a thing. So now they've let her out finally. I don't know where she is now or what's going on with her. I do need to follow up on that and find out. But yeah, it was horrible. I just was laying there going, man, if that was me, what if like years ago when I had my daughters, I lost one of them or all of them. I have 4 daughters, so I guess maybe that's why it hit home with me. She had 2 daughters and 2 sons. Now, here's the interesting thing. The mutated gene caused the death in the two sons. And then there was a totally other mutated gene that caused the death in, did I say the sons? No, the mutated gene caused the death in the daughters, the two daughters. And then another mutated gene caused the death in the sons. And what they linked it to was the daughters ended up dying because the mother carried the gene. The sons ended up dying because both parents carried the gene. Wow. I mean, I'm thinking about my cousin who has, I think, 11 or 13 kids. I can't remember now. And a bunch of her kids have a mitochondrial dysfunction where from the time they're born till however many years old, they have feeding tubes because they have something called mitochondrial disorder. And that means they can't digest food properly, they don't grow properly, they don't develop properly. A bunch of stuff happens. And I think they determined that she carried the gene for that. I don't think that her husband carried it. And I know she went through a lot of grief over it because she blamed herself for giving that problem to her children. And so did this lady that was interviewed. She felt awful. She's like, well, I killed my kids. She felt like she killed her babies because she carried a mutated gene she didn't know about. Can you imagine that? Like thinking you're put away because people are falsely accusing you of smothering your babies. And then you realize, oh my gosh, I really did kill them because my body carried a gene that I passed on to them. Oh, awful. Awful, awful. So yeah, that's what I learned yesterday. Every once in a while, these things will pop up on my phone or computer and I'll investigate them because I'm interested. Michi, I'll be back in a little while. You'll be fine. Ugh. She's over there caterwauling for me again like she does. See, right now I'm walking and my back feels wonderful. Feels like a normal back. But if I stop walking and I'm just like walking very slow through the tiny house I live in, oh my gosh, the agony is unbearable. But this actually feels good and it's nice to not have pain for a moment. Even though I'm kind of out of breath. Ooh. Oh, okay. I think the name of the lady was something like Fall Still, something like that. It was FIL or FAL, something like that. I'll have to get it and link it on the walk video so you guys can check it out. Hi, 7 people. Hello. Talk to me. Oh, wow, this looks nice. Check this out. Some people came and mowed this yesterday. Do you guys remember me showing you this? That little abandoned house over there? Interesting. I just saw something walk by the window. Or is it because of how I walked? Yeah, I think it was my perception of how I walked. I would totally love to go and check that out. I'm so, spooked by that, though. Going through an abandoned house myself. It's so interesting. I know people are like, oh, Dee Dee, would you ever go in a haunted house? See, I don't believe in hauntings. I do believe in demons. And I believe demons can manifest in houses and, live there or dwell there or whatever. Especially if there was all kinds of bad, dark stuff being practiced there. So would I go into a haunted house? I don't know. Probably not. And I'm talking about a real one, not the kiddie haunted houses at carnivals. I've gone in those. I don't like those. Those creep me out. I grew up going into those all the time. My dad was really into taking me into haunted houses at carnivals. But I'm talking about a genuinely known for haunting type haunted house. See, I feel like once those doors close behind you, you're trapped in there with whatever that entity is. So I'd rather not do that. That's why I like being outside and not even in my house for very long. Not that my house is haunted, but my husband likes to watch creepy stuff on TV sometimes. And it makes me very uncomfortable. So I don't like being in the house there until I do a spiritual cleansing, and then he invites it back in by watching more creepy stuff. So yeah, I'd rather just not be around that. So got to get out every once in a while, get those, vibes cleansed off of me, whatever. This is yet another blouse, by the way. I did not show you guys. Sorry to show everything there on camera. It's a very low-cut shirt, and I'm only wearing it because most people aren't even up to see me in the morning, and I'm not showing that part of me intentionally on here. But this is my blouse that used to be very tight on me. Here are my pants. They're like a peachy pink color, and I got my little walking shoes on, and that's what I'm wearing today for this little hike I'm taking. Yeah, I will link that for you, I promise. But I stood on the scale today, and it said 180.2. So you guys got one of those digital scales where if you step on it 3 different times around the same time period, it gives you 3 different readings? Well, my scale did that about 4 times this morning. So I picked up the scale and I tapped on it, shook it a little bit, set it down on the floor, and took 3 more weights, and all 3 of them said 180.2. So I said, okay, I'm going with that. So be it. Ooh, almost to the end of my street. Then I'm going to turn around and go back. And we're at 17:44 minute line. So what else is going on with everybody? What's happening? That's all I basically got. Trip to the ER. Thing about that lady with the kids. My scale this morning. I mean, the day just started, so nothing exciting has happened yet. Hoping to do laundry later. My house is looking pretty cool. Cleaning up pretty well. So yeah, that's that. Turning around now, y'all. Back we go. I'm going to get on the other side in case a car comes around the corner. Tell you, these walking sole shoes or rocking sole shoes are really good for walking. So if you don't have some and you like to walk a lot, very good idea. It's just nice to be able to put your foot down and rock instead of having to bend your foot to move it, because the foot naturally has to go heel to toe, but a lot of us don't walk that way, and that's why we have back problems, leg problems, and other problems. I'm just glad I decided to walk anyways, even though I was hurting in the house. I don't know, maybe if I keep these walking shoes on all day, I'll feel better. I'm just always afraid of accidentally stepping on the cat and hurting them, because when you're wearing shoes, plus you got your body weight on top of a little kitty, yeah, not a good thing. I don't want to hurt my cats. I need to water my garden this morning, which is growing like crazy, thankfully. Should have some good vegetables soon. I need to get to Walmart when I get paid and get some more seeds to plant before it's too late. And they may or may not grow on time. I only planted 3 things as far as vegetables. Just beets, lettuce, and cucumbers. And I kind of wanted to have other things planted there. And I have plenty of room. I got that big plot and I didn't plant on the whole thing. So I think I'll have plenty of room to put some more stuff in there. I could eventually plant my tomato plants right in the ground. Right now I have them in the raised garden bed thing that Roland built me. But I don't know, I might move them at some point. I need to get some more dirt too. More soil. Okay. It is 20 minutes, almost 21 minutes, so we're doing good. I will probably walk down the apple tree street, add on a few other extra minutes. Trying to stick to my 30. It seems to be working out well. I don't know, everybody keeps telling me, you need to rest, Dee Dee, so your rib will heal. It's hard for me to rest. I don't like laying still. I really don't. I'd rather be up moving. I'm not the lazy Dee Dee of like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, where I just want everybody to take care of me and do nothing. You know? I've changed a lot. I think I heard all of y'all that were having a fit about that idea. Like, we're not going to pay for you to do whatever you want and sit around and be lazy. So, I'm a new reformed Dee Dee. It's like the, what was it, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? About the Bumble. He's a newly reformed Bumble. Yep, I'm a newly reformed Dee Dee. Oh, it's going to get loud now because we got a truck doing something. I don't know what he's doing. Let's see. Take a look. I don't know what that is. Interesting. I think he's like mowing the sides of the road or something. Weird. I don't know. Not something I see every day, that's for sure. Okay. We are almost up to the 25-minute mark, guys. I need to slow down, though. There's no reason to hurry. Just slow walking. Relax. I get going so fast, I don't even realize it. That's how I fell to begin with and hurt my rib. I started trying to run to catch up with somebody and fell and hurt my rib. Oh, that must have been the town, I don't know what you call them, the town property keeper or whatever. Basically mowing the sideways, our roads. Let me show you if I can. See how it goes down? It slopes down like that. He was actually taking that thing, laying it across this way and mowing all of that. So that's what that was about. I've just never seen that truck before doing that, so. Switching hands. I'm tired of holding it in my right hand. Get a different view this way, I guess. I usually hold it in my right hand the whole time I'm walking, but today that's not going to happen. Oh, look, he's doing it again up there. He's got the little, whatever you call that scoop thing, down in the gully, even with it like this. And he's dragging it along as he drives, mowing that part of the road. Probably something that you don't see every day. Definitely not around here. But apparently people care about the area enough to mow the slopes too. Interesting. Oh, that's okay. I understand. I have coffee every once in a while too. But I keep seeing stuff in my whole food plant-based websites or Facebook or YouTube pages saying that coffee is not good for you because it's an excitotoxin. But I know a lot of people can't even wake up without coffee. Yeah, what was that about, Phil? Cafe Bustelo. Was it, you're saying something about it's racist or something? I have had Cafe Bustelo, however you say it. It tastes like coffee. I mean, To me, coffee is coffee, although I do think Folgers taste the best. To me, the thing is, I'm a person that I don't drink black coffee. LOL coffee? I don't think I've heard of that. Sweet. Maybe we don't have that here, or maybe I haven't noticed. I like to drink coffee with coconut milk or almond milk with my stevia. I have to have sweetener in it. I don't like bland coffee. I've tried it. It's just not my it's not my cup of tea, I was going to say. Obviously, it's not a cup of tea, it's a cup of coffee. I just don't like it like that dark black. Yuck. It's bitter to me. I don't know, maybe different coffees taste more bitter than others. I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I don't really need coffee to wake up in the morning. I just need a good walk to wake me up in the morning. Just breathing in that fresh air does it for me. I'll have to check on that LOL coffee. Oh my goodness, okay. And here comes a raccoon. I think he went into the gully under there. The drain pipe. He just hopped right over there in the corner. I don't know if he'll come out or not. I think it was a baby. It was little. I'm just standing here to see if he makes his appearance again. I'm glad there was a little opening of the drain there. Because if there wasn't, I would have encountered a raccoon very up close and personal. That's pretty wild. I think I'm going to cross the street. I don't think my camera caught that raccoon coming out of there, or going into there, I mean. But that's where it went, right in there. Should we stand here a minute and see if he comes out again? Miller is wrong again. Apparently Miller's been wrong a lot lately. I've been seeing little clip channels made about Miller being wrong about things. Don't know what that's all about, but yeah. I'll keep that poised over there just in case Cooney comes out again. For a minute I will anyway. Yeah. That would be interesting if we saw a raccoon coming out of a gutter. Oh, but we can see this over here. Here comes a wild animal. It's a Michi. Hi, Meech. You probably shouldn't walk down there, girl. That's where the raccoon came out of. We don't need that on camera, and we don't want that to happen to you. What you gonna do, Meech? Yeah? You going in front of me or hanging out the back? All right, it's 28 minutes. Perfect. That was Le Pew. That was not a skunk, Gladys. I think you got the wrong creature there, girl. Or guy. You might be a guy being Gladys for all I know. Look at this. This thing is now at my house cleaning out the slope. That's my property he's doing now. Alrighty. He's mowing it all up. Don't knock my mailbox down. Alright. Heading down my path. Oh, Gladys is a guy and doesn't like attention? I think you're being silly, Phil. We both know Gladys likes a lot of attention. Because Gladys always comes in here and says random weird stuff. So yeah, Gladys likes attention. Oh, Michi likes to hop in the little gullies in the grass. Look at this. Look at her. She's down in the indentation of the grass. What are you doing, Meech? What are you doing? Come on. Run, run, run. Come on, Meech. Come on. Bow, bow. Trying to get people to ignore him. You didn't want me to mention Miller. Well, Miller comes in here a lot too, so Meech is on the hunt. No, Meech isn't on the hunt. She's just on the seeking of mommy. She wants to always be with me if I'm around. She must feel totally lost when I'm at work, you know. Back to the homestead we go. I can hang out with y'all if you guys got something you want to talk about. Some of my familiar faces in here, like Phil and Sweet Wheat. And Gladys has become a familiar face, but I don't really know Gladys. I just met Gladys recently, I think. Unless she's under a new name and is somebody I do know, I don't know. Phil, do you know who Gladys actually is by chance? Okay, we are back home. Oh, Gladys is Gizmo? Well, do we know who Gizmo is? I read something that said Gizmo is Sarah J. Do you think that's true? Do we have evidence of this? Not that it matters. I mean, who cares who is who? Unless they're causing problems in people's real life, it shouldn't really make a difference. So here's my plants. There's the tomatoes. They're doing well. There is the little gladiolus coming up. Over here we have that strong, standing tall and proud. I think those are the blue butlers. We got some lettuce, some beets. They're all starting to bloom pretty good here. Pretty well. Yep. I'm glad. I mowed that yesterday. Mowed the lawn. I might mow more today. I shouldn't really even be mowing anything. That's probably not a good idea. Ugh. Yes, doxing is very wrong. People need to leave people's actual lives alone. You'll call Gizmo's mom? Oh. I was going to say, you don't act like you know who Gizmo is, so how are you going to call their mom? Hi, Mav. Here's the Mav. How's your fish doing, Phil? That fancy fish you have. I haven't really heard you talk about them. Maybe I miss it because I don't always go on your live streams, but I was telling somebody about your fish the other day. I don't remember who I was talking to. I was telling them you have a really fancy fish that's kind of rare, and that Laura loves that fish. I think that's cool. Here comes Maverick. He's got to be right up in my grill, huh, Mavie? Oh, these bugs. Oh, is that the name of the fish? Fiore? Fiore? I can't say it. Fiore? Awesome. I know someone that has a dog named Fleur. Like the Fleur de Lis. Yeah. I have a friend that has a dog named Fleur. Speaking of Fleur de Lis, ouch. The angels. You have angelfish? I did not know that, Phil. The last thing I saw from you was, well, before that one live I was in recently, was when you introduced your fish. Talked about them. Oh. Maverick, I'm not going to last long out here, buddy, because there are nasty gnats biting me. Yeah. The Miller tank full of angels. That's funny, Phil. He broke the 7th fish tank seal. Gosh, the stuff you come up with, Gladys. Oh my gosh. The fish tank seal. That sounds like National Treasure. The 7th fish tank seal. We could write to them and ask them to add it in their newest broadcast. Or newest movie of National Treasure. We think you should have a fish tank seal in there. In order to get to the treasure, you gotta jump in the tank, become Ariel, and open the fish tank seal. I think that would work. What do you think? Should we give them a new script, a new line to their next movie? I think they already did their last movie. I don't know if they're doing any more National Treasure movies. Matthew liked this one, I guess. But as always, I think the originals are much better than the remakes of pretty much anything. Did any of you guys see the Little Mermaid movie, the recent one? Man, I need to dye my hair. This reddish garbage is not working for me at all. I need my black hair back. Anyway, I saw The Little Mermaid and it was eh. I mean, it was good in the sense of the special effects were dynamic as always with any Disney movie, really. But I will always be a Jodie Benson fan. I will always be the cartoon fan of that movie. I like the cartoon version of Ariel. Release the 4 seahorses. There you go, Gladys. I think we could write our own movie, our own National Treasure movie. What do you think, Mav? Do you like that idea? Seahorses are cool. I love them. They're pretty neat. They remind me of prehistoric things like dinosaurs and stuff. Oh, man. I always thought they should be called like sea trumpet horses because they look like their nose or whatever that is looks like a trumpet to me. Ugh. I think Maverick needs his nails trimmed. They're like really sharp on me. What you doing, Mav? Look at that beautiful face. What you see, Mav? I believe that, Phil. I think you will have a tank with seahorses. Gladys, I think you should be a movie producer, whoever you are. You could make some really amazing movies. I'm not sure what the cat thinks he's doing up here. You gonna get down, Mav, or are you gonna stay? Oh, nope, he's gone. He's out. Tapping out, huh, Mavy? Oh, he's gonna go to a place more comfortable, apparently. I think I might leave that footstool there, simply because that's a nice place for the cats to sit. But I need to clean this garbage up as soon as I can bend enough to do it. I hate that the side of my house looks like this. And it's not going to take much to do it. I just need to, even if Matthew could bend down, pick it up, and hand it to me, I could walk it to wherever it belongs. But yeah, that's like a major mess. It's like my camera flipped over again. Look at this. Michi. I'm surprised the other cats aren't hovering around me. They're probably in the house. Usually they'll pop out the window onto their, yeah, teamwork, exactly. Onto their catio platform and come around the front where I am, or the side. This is technically the side of my house, not really the front. Yeah, that's the side of my house. My door is on the side. I don't know whoever thought about that. Well, obviously the guy that built it. It's just kind of crazy. I'm sure he and his wife had a reason for building this little square tin can. Teamwork makes the stream work. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of that, how is your lady love doing? How is Laura? I don't ever hear her or see her on your live streams anymore. Is she okay? Oh, my daughter's sending me a Spotify link. Must be a new song or something that her friend put out. Pretty soon I'm going to be going in the house because these bugs. Ridiculous. So somebody new apparently is moving in or has moved into my backdoor neighbor house. That was where all the dogs were being abused really badly for years. And then they moved out, and then somebody else moved in, and I think they moved out, and then a family moved in, and they moved out. And now somebody else apparently is about to move in, according to my neighbors on the other side. So she's doing okay. That's good. I know she wasn't doing too well for a while. She's in my prayers. Let her know, unless she can hear me. It's really nice out this morning, other than the bugs. It's pretty nice. It's comfortable. It's nice to be able to sit out and not freeze. Glad the snow and the cold is gone for a while. Hopefully I will be working when the snow and the cold come back, because then I won't have to be out in it too much. I could just be busy at my job. Yeah, I definitely need to get some black hair dye. I do not like this reddish garbage. I don't know what I was thinking. So that's definitely going to be on my agenda for what to buy when I get paid, which should be happening soon. Meech, meech. Hi, Meech. Why don't you come up and see me, girl? Come here. Come see me. Come on, Meech me. Maybe not. Well, that's good. You have red hair. It looks good on you. It looks right on you because you're sweetweed, and sweetweed has red hair. Dee Dee does not have red hair. Dee Dee's hair is naturally black. I was not born with red hair. And my hair's not red, but it's just like this. Ugh. I don't like this color. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. Come up. Come up, Meech. Come up. Come on, Meech me. She's like, nope. I'm going to wait for you to pick me up. Oh, maybe she will. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on, Meech. There we go. There we go. Good girl. I'm glad you understand English. Yeah. Your brother has red hair, orange, and now it's gray. Oh. Yeah, well, my hair was getting gray too. That's why I colored it, but I colored it the wrong color. Not liking it. So, time to get it redone. Here, Meechie. You can be the star of the show for a while, Meech. You be the star. Yeah. What you got in your hair? You got hay or something in your hair. Meechie. Meechie. Oh, you get highlights. Yeah, I like highlights too. I thought about doing that. Maybe when my hair grows in a little bit more, I'll get some highlights. I'm not liking my hair right now because it's in the in-between growing stage. Like when I first got it cut, I liked it a lot for like 2 days, and then I was like, I forgot the growing in stage. It's gonna drive me crazy the whole time it's growing in. I don't know. I think since I lost a bunch of weight, I like it shorter because I think it makes me, I don't know if it makes me look thinner, but it enhances the thinness. It shows it off more or something, and that's what I want because the thinner I get, the more I like it. Unless I'm too thin, then I wouldn't like that. Hey, do any of you, I can't talk, do any of you have Marco Polo on your phone? Do you use it with anybody? Do you guys have friends that you Marco Polo back and forth? It's basically you make a video and it sends to them and then they make a video and you just like take turns making video messages to each other. I just wondered if anybody else knows about it or uses it. I like it a lot. I have a couple friends I do it with and my daughter Amber and I do it. Which works much better with Amber because Amber likes to talk, talk, talk. So she can just send me a Marco and I can listen to part of it, go do something, come back and listen to the rest of it. I don't have to listen to her endlessly drone on in my ear until Saturday. Then we have Bible study. We drone on in each other's ears. Yeah, it's called Marco Polo. It's on the Play Store app. I have an Android. I don't know if it's the same on a Apple or not Apple. What's the other phone called? iPhone or something. I don't know. I've never had anything but an Android or like the cheap knockoff brands because I'm not wealthy. All my e-begging did not get me a popular phone. I still had to have the cruddy ones. Oh man. No, I am grateful for those of you when I was e-begging, as people call it, that did give money and help me get stuff to fix up this house and to survive and pay my bills and stuff. It really did bless me and bless my husband, and we appreciated your kindness. Oh, sweet, sweet. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Wow, I know. We're getting old, huh? I know. My granddaughter is like 15. My grandson is 17. I'm like, man, where did the time go? I used to upload little videos of my baby granddaughter when she was like 2 and 3 years old. Now she's 17 or 15, sorry. I never hardly see her. I mean, she's got her social life, and she lives over in Iowa. I live in Illinois, so I don't see her much. But I can always text her. I'm going to ask her if she'll Marco Polo with me. I never thought of that. She might enjoy that. I know. Keegan is 17 and Madison is 15. Do you remember when I used to make the videos of her as a baby and people would say that I was neglecting her and ignoring her and watching, being on YouTube and ignoring that baby behind me? Yeah, never ignored her. They don't realize those few moments you're on YouTube, you're just focused on what you're trying to portray on the screen. And then as soon as I turned off YouTube, I'd pick her up and go take her for a snack or for a walk or whatever, or go play with her. It was just like moments in time on a screen, and people automatically thought, oh my gosh, she's ignoring her. She's neglecting her. Nope, I never did, and she's perfectly well and fine, honestly. I think I posted a picture of her and I, she and I, however you say that. Her and I don't know. I like to speak improper English, but I always forget how to do the somebody and I thing. Madison and me, picture of us on my community page. As you can see, she's doing very well. She's living with her mom. She lives between her mom and her dad, I think. She might hang out at her dad's a lot. I don't know, but she's doing well. She's a beautiful girl, very smart, like she always was. Don't know what she's doing with her life exactly. Hanging out with friends, she's 15, teenagers. She had a boyfriend for a while, but they broke up. I don't know if she's got another one now or if she just hangs out with her female friends. I'm not sure. Keegan is doing very well. He's got like bicolored hair, like red and blue or something. I don't know, that's his thing. He likes to color his hair. But I'll tell you, if I go over to his house, like where his dad lives, um, I go up to him and he just like runs into my arms. Grandma, always. He always honors me, always acknowledges me. He's very nice. Good to have that relationship with the grandkids. No children have ever been neglected or abused in the sense of not being fed, taken care of in some way, whether by me or by my ex-husband at times. Nobody went without food. Nobody went without clothing or basic care, ever. But people like to paint me in that light, and it just never happened. So, yep. People like to assume things a lot when they see videos. Ouch. Oh, it's bugs. Ugh. Why do bugs have to be part of summer? Well, I know why they do, because probably the curse in the Bible or something brought about gnats. Part of the leftovers from the plagues, probably. They said, here, send them into Illinois. Nobody else wants them. California and Texas and all those places that's really hot, they have the alligators and the um, big snakes and spiders. We're going to send over the gnats to Illinois. That's what it feels like sometimes, I swear. Calling all Phils, calling all Phils. Come in, Phil. Are you here? He's probably bored because I don't talk about anything controversial or anything to fight over. I mean, occasionally I do. I make my comments about goofy stuff going on online, but to me, it's like, why? Because what have you solved? I should paint my house or something. I wonder if you can paint these metal shingle things, metal siding. I think you can. Talk to Roland about it and see if he thinks we can paint over that because it looks pretty cruddy. Look at this. It's all worn out from like the storms and whatever. I don't want to sand it because sanding gives me shivers, but maybe my ex will sand it for me. I don't know. Maverick, are you eating the bush? Are you eating the rose petals? I don't know what he's doing over it. Looks like he's eating the rose leaves. Hopefully that won't hurt him. I'm sure he's eaten them before, but that's just weird. Eat the grass, Maverick. Don't eat the rose petals. I mean, the rose leaves. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to skedoodle if nobody has anything else to talk about. Because I'm not going to just keep trying to figure out something to say. That's usually how I say the wrong thing and get in trouble. And then it becomes a big old to-do for months at a time. And I lose friends and viewers and subscribers, everything. I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to go in and journal a little bit and plan my day. I need to go watch a couple Marco Polos that have come across the pike. Hey, Sweetweed, if you want a Marco Polo with me, we can. I haven't talked to you in forever. I don't know what's going on with you or whatever. We used to talk a lot. Well, we talked a lot in spans of time, and then we didn't. But if you'd like to Marco Polo with me, that would be cool. I like to have Marco Polos from different people. I'll send you an invite. You can decide whether you want to do it or not. Okay, cool. All right. Anybody else wants to Marco Polo, I'll do that with you too. I will definitely just email me, you know. If I don't have you on my phone, I will just wait for your email if you want to do that. Okay? All right, everybody. I'm going to get going. It's been almost an hour. Wow. I haven't walked all that time, but it's been an hour just kind of exploring, visiting with the kitties, chit-chatting about mundane things that don't really matter other than the grandkids. Michi says, bye. Say bye, Michi. Bye. All right. She's like, don't disturb me, Mom. What are you doing? All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great one. See you soon. Shalom.